Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode. Today we got a few things to go over. We got the college football playoff rankings tonight. Somebody's going to be pissed off. Somebody's going to be left out that thinks they should be in. So we're going to have some drama there. We got early signing period tomorrow. Done had a big flip today. We're going to talk about that. Got the transfer portal heating up. We'll talk about that. In the midst of all that stuff, we got conference championship weekend coming up. We're going to preview the bigger ones. Before we get into it, y'all do that YouTube stuff for me. Hit that thumbs up. Get in that comment section. Subscribe to the channel. If you do one of the three, subscribe to the channel. Help me out. Help a brother live his dream out. I'm bringing you content 4 or 5 days a week. Most times 5. Let's get into it, y'all. One question before we do. Would y'all rather me do a live stream episode every day where I go live, do the episode, close it out? Some of you can watch it live. Some of you can watch it after it's posted. Y'all let me know that in the comment section. First thing we're going to start with, y'all, is the playoff rankings. Somebody's going to be pissed off. You got a lot of teams that think they deserve to make it and only so many spots. One's going to a group of 5 teams. Possibly 2. That's something not a lot of people's talked about, y'all. If Duke beats Virginia Saturday in the ACC title game, the ACC could get 0 teams in, y'all. That is a real possibility. That would mean North Texas, Tulane, James Madison, 2 group of 5 teams will get in. As it just says, the highest ranked conference champs. It don't say highest ranked Power 4 champs and a group of 5 champs. It's just the highest ranked 5 conference champs. What a disaster it would be if the ACC got left out altogether, because they got a 7-5 Duke in their conference championship game over 10-2 Miami, 9-3 Georgia Tech. These conferences have gotten too big, y'all. They've just gotten too big. The tiebreakers, they're all weird and crazy. It's absolute disaster scenarios in all conferences. They're just too big now. Used to, you had the East and West. You know, in most conferences, they had 2 sides. Boom, meet. Now you got 16, 18 teams in each conference. Schedules ain't even. You have some teams that's got a gauntlet, some teams that's got an easy path. And somehow you end up with a 7-5 Duke team in your conference championship game because they've lost 2 conference games. You know they lost to Tulane in the regular season. Miami's got 2 losses in conference, but the tiebreaker worked out for Duke. So that's the first thing we need to talk about, is how the ACC could get left out altogether, according to where Miami's ranked tonight. Vandy, 10-2 Vandy, 10-2 in the SEC. Are they going to get in? Or are they going to get left out? Does Oklahoma get punished for barely scraping by against LSU? We still got conference title games this weekend. If BYU loses, they'll drop down. So somebody can still slide up. You got Miami and Vandy. They both feel they deserve to be in. Vandy, I definitely feel like they deserve to be in. Miami's hanging on to that win against Notre Dame, but their losses aren't very good. They lost to SMU and Louisville, both teams with four losses apiece. So, yeah, they got a really good win, but they've got not very good losses. Vandy's losses are to Bama and Texas. Another thing, Texas thinks they deserve to be in. I might be in the minority on that, but I don't think Texas deserves to get in. Yes, they beat Texas A&M. Yes, they beat Oklahoma. They keep on, and they keep trying to spin it. Sarkisian and all the Texas people keep trying to spin it as, oh, we're getting punished for playing Ohio State. No, you're not. You're getting punished for losing to a 4-8 Florida team. That's what you're getting punished for. That's where your punishment comes in. You lost to a 4-8 Florida team. Got beat by 25 points by Georgia. It'd be different if you lost to Ohio State. You played Georgia close, didn't lose to Florida, then you'd have an argument. That loss to 4-8 Florida killed your resume. It is what it is. Do you think Texas deserves to be in? We'll talk about the rankings tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow, early signing day, we'll have a lot to discuss tomorrow. Luckily, I'm off work tomorrow. I'll be able to get a video to you early. We'll talk about it. We'll go over all the flips, all the drama, because there will be it tomorrow. We already had a flip today. Vanderbilt flipped the number 1 quarterback in the class from Georgia to Vandy. According to which side you look at, he's number 1 on one side. Tennessee's Faison Brandon's number 1 on the other. Tennessee could have had Curtis if they wanted him. They decided to take Faison Brandon. Curtis commits to Georgia. Pretty sure they said his granddad played at Vandy. But hats off to Vandy, going out, getting a big-time quarterback recruit, flipping them from Georgia. That's starting the right direction to keep the program rolling where they're at now. Unfortunately, it takes a lot more than a quarterback. Vandy's going to need a pretty good portal haul this year to keep their momentum going, which is possible. They signed Clark Lee to a 6-year deal. Tennessee's got a couple of flip targets on their board. Definitely going to end up with a top 10 class. Going to be the best class Heupel signed yet. I'm interested to see what goes on tomorrow with the Ole Miss, LSU, Florida. A lot of these guys haven't decommitted yet from these schools. Are they sticking it out or just waiting to have their big moment when they flip tomorrow? There's surprises every year, y'all. There will be some surprises tomorrow. Who's the guy you think could surprise tomorrow by flipping? My big one is LSU's number 1 recruit, Brown. Number 1 athlete. He likes Lane Kiffin, but is he going to stick with LSU or does he flip somewhere else? It's going to be a wild day, y'all, so y'all tune in tomorrow. I'll have full coverage of it. We'll cover as much as I possibly can on here. Now, let's talk about the transfer portal, y'all, because it's heating up and it's heating up fast. Tennessee's lost 3 players already. We got Boot Carter, Kellen Lindstrom, somebody else. All the guys we've lost besides Boo were former 3-star recruits. So we've not lost no major pieces yet. I'm not too concerned about it yet. Which it's early. The portal ain't even open, which names are just going to keep pouring in from each school. Let's go over some of the bigger names that's already in there. You got Nick Marsh, big-time wide receiver from Michigan State. He's number 1 right now. I'd love for Tennessee to go get him. Got Boo Carter. He's ranked number 2. Noah McKinney. He's done said he's going to TCU somehow. Dylan Edwards. Very shifty, good running back. Transferred from Colorado to Kansas State. Now he's transferring again. Daniel Harris, cornerback, Georgia. Georgia's always got really good cornerbacks. He's transferring. Jarrett Gibson. That's a name for Tennessee fans to watch for. We was his favorite for a long time. He ended up going to Texas. He's now entered the transfer portal. Michael Smith, tight end from South Carolina. Another guy Tennessee was in on till the end. He was a high 4-star recruit, top 100 player. He's in the portal. Got Michael Short from Virginia Tech, linebacker. Dakota Fields, Oregon, cornerback. The list goes on and on, y'all. Jalil Florence, another cornerback from Oregon. I mean, there's already, let's see how many guys have already entered, y'all. There's over 100 on this list that I'm looking at, y'all. And it's more is coming. There's usually well over 1,000 players enter the portal. Shit's about to get wild with all these coaching movements. Coaches fired, coaches hired. Players, this is going to be a wild transfer portal, y'all. You need to subscribe to the channel so you can keep up, because I'm telling you, if you miss a day, you'll miss some really big news when this portal opens up. There's going to be players flying off the shelves like candy bars, y'all. Seriously. Tomorrow's big day. That's where you get your foundation. That's where you get your culture, your setters, your 2, 3, 4-year guys. Portals where you go plug holes, fill a spot you missed in recruiting. The rosters are being built starting tomorrow, y'all. It's a very important time of the year. One thing I'm hoping to still hear is that Josh Heupel fires Tim Banks. You got Blake Baker available. You got Will Muschamp available. DJ Durkin. You got so many great defensive coordinators available right now. Right now would be the time to make a move. I'm getting sidetracked here. Transfer portal will be wild, y'all. We got some crazy coaching rumors to cover. Then we'll get to the conference championship games. Then I'll get y'all out of here. This ain't going to be a very long episode. So, one of the rumors is that it's not rumors, they're screenshots. All these Ole Miss girls are starting to post screenshots of Lane Kiffin being in their DMs, trying to sleep with them. He even has a little hot yoga he does, all that stuff. We all knew Lane was a creep. He's been a creep since he was at Tennessee. There's been rumors of that shit since he was at Tennessee in 2009. We literally got in trouble for having escorts and stuff for recruits while he was here. And that's why his wife left him, because he's sleeping with all them college girls. Lane's 50 now. Still sleeping with college. He's sending pictures of girls with his shirt pulled up, showing his abs and telling them to come over. And then when they played in Gainesville, he said, messing some girl, I'll be in Gainesville. Pack your bag, come stay with me. Come on, Kiffin. These girls are your daughter's age. These girls are your daughter's age. Your daughter's in college, dating a college football player. And you're out sleeping with girls your daughter's age. Come on, man. The other wild rumor is Sherrone Moore may be getting fired because he knocked up somebody in the athletic department at Michigan, an athletic staffer at Michigan. And that rumor has been going on for probably like 2-3 months. And yesterday it just really started exploding. Like it might really have some legs to it. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what you think. Do y'all think either one of them rumors are true? Now, the first one we know is true. But how deep does it really go? Because there's just more and more and more coming out on Lane after he left. But the Sherrone Moore news, if that turns out to be true, do they keep Sherrone Moore? I don't know, y'all. I just thought those were two crazy rumors we should talk about. Let's preview these conference championship games, y'all. We got the Friday conference championship belt. This could be for a playoff spot. You got 11-1 North Texas versus 10-2 Tulane. North Texas is actually favored in this game by 2.5 points. I think they're probably favored because John Summerall's done decide to go to Florida. He is staying and coaching, but is his team locked in? A lot of times you get the distractions. Your team don't play as good as they have. You lose. That'll be a really good game, y'all. That is Friday at 8 p.m. North North Texas' only loss this year is to South Florida. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the country who everybody's expected to enter the transfer portal. Maybe he follows his coach to Oklahoma State. Maybe he tries to go play big boy football in the SEC or the Big Ten, ACC, somewhere like that. We'll just have to see on that. North Texas is favored by the FPI, y'all. It's favored against South Florida, and South Florida beating by like 25 points. I think that's a really good game, and that is probably a playoff elimination game. It could be. Now, you got James Madison in there, too. Like I said, if Virginia loses to Duke, the ACC will possibly get left out altogether, y'all. What a damn shame that would be for two group of 5 teams to make the playoffs over 10-2 SEC team or 10-2 ACC team. That'd be absolutely atrocious. That shit would be fixed within a week. The 16-team playoff would have that shit fixed in no time. They haven't agreed to a 16-team playoff yet. We might still only have 12 next year, but I promise you, there'll be no way 2 group of 5 teams get in ever again if that happens this year. Just like we was just talking about, Duke playing Virginia, the ACC title game this Saturday night at 8 o'clock, y'all. Duke is 3.5-point underdogs. The FPI likes Virginia about 56-44. They played this a couple months ago. Duke was favored. Not a couple weeks ago. Duke was favored. Virginia beat the shit out of them. Virginia was up 34-3 at one point. Darian Mensah is going to have a way better game this time than he did last game. And Darian Mensah is a hell of a quarterback. I expect him to enter the portal and play for a big-time school next year. He's been really good this year. He's really good as a true freshman at Tulane. He will be probably transferring up to play even bigger Power 4 college football next year. That's one to really watch, y'all. If Duke wins that one, it's going to be absolute chaos on the committee. Absolute chaos. You got the Big 12 title game. That is at 12 o'clock noon on Saturday. You got BYU, Texas Tech. Texas Tech already beat BYU 29-7. They are 12.5-point favorites in this one. If BYU loses this one, they're out. They're on the fringe right now. They may possibly be in tonight. I doubt it. But if they are, they lose this one, they're out. Texas Tech's favored by 12.5. Texas Tech has not won a game by less than 22 points this year. As crazy as that is. Yes, they had that one loss. That was with their third-string quarterback, y'all. Texas Tech has just been demolished in the Big 12. They beat West Virginia 49-0 the other day. The Big 12 has got to get some more teams that's investing like Texas Tech, or Texas Tech will run that conference for the next 10, 15 years till they get to join a bigger conference or something happens. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You got the rematch. Georgia versus Bama. In Atlanta, Georgia is 2.5-point favorites. Georgia's only loss of the season to Alabama. Georgia didn't kick a field goal down there to tie it up. Went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. They quit running the ball in the second half. They was running it down Bama's throat. They quit running it. Don't know why. Can Georgia get revenge against Alabama? If Alabama loses this game, do they get knocked out? It's very possible. I mean, 3-loss Alabama over 10-2 Miami or 10-2 Vandy, a team like that. Does the committee do that just because they played an SEC title game and they don't want to punish them? Hey, the committee has a lot of shit show scenarios on their hands, y'all. They really do. And last but not least, undefeated Indiana versus undefeated Ohio State. This should be one hell of a game, y'all. The craziest thing is the FPI favors Indiana. The spread in this game is 4.5. Ohio State's favored. When I seen the FPI favored Indiana, y'all, that absolutely blew my mind. Last year, Ohio State put the beat down on Indiana. Can they do the same this year? Does Indiana get revenge? Get their second ranked win of the season? Damn, I'd love to have Indiana scheduled. Every time I talk about Indiana, I say that, y'all. I know I do. But could you imagine the hardest three teams on your schedule being Oregon, who is a really good team, and the other two hardest, a 4-8 Penn State, and 8-4, 7-5 Iowa team. Man, they had it made, y'all. They had it made. Tennessee's got 4 games against top 12 teams on their schedule. But hey, so, big weekend this weekend, y'all. Definitely according to what happens tonight. We'll talk about all that tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have the college football rankings. We'll have early signing day. Any major flips, anybody that don't decide to sign, they wait till February. February used to be that big day, y'all. You remember the old school signing day? There's a bunch of drama now than regular signing day. Not much drama in February anymore. Most of it's already done in December. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, y'all. Tennessee has a basketball game against Syracuse at Syracuse tonight at 7. If y'all like basketball, y'all tune in. We're going to start incorporating a little more basketball as we go. Hope y'all have had a blessed Monday. If not, make it blessed. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Get in the comments. Give me your opinions on the topics. Hit that thumbs up. God bless you. And go Vols.